Show this year is the largest it's been in over 10 years. It's now actually spanning over 940,000 net square feet of space. So these are numbers that we haven't seen in a while. So it's nice. Covers all 4 halls of the convention center here in Las Vegas. About 1,700 total exhibiting companies are participating here. Attendance is still yet to be determined. We still have a couple more days to register people, but we've had a terrific weekend and a great first day yesterday, where it does appear that all of our numbers are tracking in the right direction, and our pre-registration numbers are doing the same. So this is the largest show in the world for media and entertainment. I mean, we'll draw from 159 different countries this year, and we will have at least 30% of our attendance coming from outside the U.S. So it's a big event and a lot of really interesting things happening. And in that regard, there's a lot of discussion around 4K. It's something that's been discussed in a couple of bigger events that occurred earlier, CES and others, and still some debate about how quickly this is going to continue to roll out and how much staying power it has for the industry. This one certainly appears to be different than the kind of curve we saw around 3D. You'll see it here as you walk the floor from the big camera manufacturers, Sony, Canon, et cetera, and others are all doing big demos. Red over here in the South Hall doing some interesting demos. Then through the production side, everybody is investing in this technology. It's ahead of the curve at this point. We're still waiting on the content to come, and that'll be coming as we get into some of these bigger sporting events that are on tap later. But it's happening, and I think it's something that's going to be here to stay. So that's certainly a prevailing big sort of underlying tech trend that you're going to see at this show. And there's others like mobile technology, still very, very hot topic around the show. Streaming technology and all things IP, of course. Internet of Things is a big term these days, and while that'll be a little differently discussed here, it's still relevant because of how the internet is driving change and so many things that we're seeing. We certainly like to take credit and just say, hey, we did a really great job promoting and drove a lot of people here, but the reality is that it is true that the economy, I think, is certainly helping. Having a stable economy makes a big difference, and I do know that a couple of years ago I think people were still a little bit nervous, and it was taking some time for them to get comfortable reinvesting and being willing to travel to the show. And certainly our overseas visitors were also seeing some challenges in their economy, or at least some clouds that they were worried about. A lot of that has kind of settled out. So I think now that we're certainly benefiting. We've had 4 straight years of solid growth. The last couple we've grown by 7% or more, so 15 to 20% over the last couple of years. It's been good, and it hasn't been quite that good, and as we've said, a long time. But at the same time, you ask questions about what's happening in the industry, the trends. I mean, there's a lot going on. I mean, the pace of change is extraordinary at this point, and that leads to the need for folks to kind of be where the action is, to understand kind of what all of these companies are doing in their product development, and to kind of be with their peers, so that they can kind of share, their questions, stories about, what they're doing, how they're addressing their challenges, that type of thing. I mean, this is a huge, networking event. I mean, that's kind of the hidden power in it, and the thing it's amazing, because there's conversations going on every single corner of what's happening here, and even off in some of the hotels. So, it's a terrific opportunity to kind of plug in and really get a sense for how's all this going to change.